Want to get back to a story that we have been following. The Texas House voting to officially pass the state's controversial redistricting plan proposed by the governor to add 5 more GOP congressional seats for the 2026 midterms. Once it passes any minute now, it's still not a done deal yet. The bill now goes to the Texas Senate before heading to the governor's desk to sign into law. Want to get right to Ryan Chandler, who's been standing by for us at the state capitol. And this thing has been drawing out, right? We thought it was going to be over and done with over the last hour or so, but instead we know the Democrats essentially filibustering this thing, right? At first kind of doing closing arguments, and now it seems like they're asking questions amidst all of this to delay the passage of this vote. Walk us through what we've been seeing on the floor here.
So that's right, Yasmin. There's the parliamentary procedure of all of this, and there's the practical side of things. Practically, this cleared the biggest hurdle, which was an initial vote on the bill. It was a party line vote, 88-52, I believe, and it's probably going to be the exact same count when they give final approval, which is coming up in just a few minutes. These Democratic tactics now, I would say they are more than delay tactics. Okay. They have said that their strategy, knowing that they're going to lose this final vote, is to set the record straight for the court. They want to get Republicans on the record with questioning on the floor that they can then bring up when they say they're going to bring a federal lawsuit claiming that the lines that are drawn in this bill are racially motivated, Yasmin.
Do we know about timing of this potential federal lawsuit, what that would look like, how that could feasibly change things as the Republicans are wanting to put this thing into practice? It looks like things are changing on the floor as well as they might be moving on to the final vote here, Ryan. Walk us through, as you know the state capitol well, what we're seeing here.
So we're seeing Democrats ask questions, give final closing remarks just before final passage. The way this works is you have first reading, send a bill to committee, and then it comes back for second reading. That's where you get a real temperature read on whether the bill is going to pass or not. And then third reading is more of a formality, but it's another procedural hurdle to give the bill more roadblocks, essentially. But we're past all of that. It's going to pass. It could be minutes from now, as soon as Democrats end their questioning and their statements. You bring up an important point about this lawsuit. The timing here is very important for Democrats to consider because these maps need to be in place well ahead of the March primaries so that potential candidates know what districts they need to run in. This is going to be a very abbreviated legal challenge if it happens.
So I'm wondering, though, if the lawsuit could have enough heft behind it to delay Republicans from actually instituting this redistricting ahead of the midterms.
I mean, it could always be possible that a court places an injunction on this map and moves it back to the maps that are the status quo right now, or they could do the opposite. They could let these maps stay in place, the new ones that they're about to pass, while that court challenge plays out. That is probably the more likely scenario. But again, I'm not going to speculate there. Yasmin, this is all playing out in real time. Let's try to see what they're doing on the floor now. It looks like they're about to go to third reading here.
Oh, is that what they're doing now? Is going to third reading?
At the front mic. Can't quite. There's some Democrats at the front mic talking to the temporary speaker there. We'll follow this all, but at the end of the day, this is going to pass tonight.
And I think kind of the bigger question is, as this is kind of all happening in Texas, of course, we're seeing this kind of span out across the country and efforts being made to redistrict and to offset the possible losses that Democrats could be seeing in Texas as well. I know we're going to be following this throughout the next hour as well. Coming back to you, Ryan Chandler, on the ground there in Texas, so we appreciate you for that.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.